our home and native land. True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
The University of Guelph would like to acknowledge the Attawandaron people on whose traditional territory the University of Guelph resides, and to offer respect to our Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Métis neighbors as we strengthen our relationships with them. A day such as this is an opportunity for celebration and for gratitude. We celebrate and give thanks for the many connections evident here today, connections to family, to friends, to fellow students, connections to staff and faculty, connections to people who make our food for us over the last 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years, connections to physical resources and all of the work that they do. In the words of the Zulu nation of South Africa, this indeed is a time of Ubuntu, a time when we recognize that we are all related. Contrary to the rugged individualism of Western thought by philosophers like René Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am," Ubuntu would say, "I am because we are." A person is a person through other people. We all need each other. A day such as this can be a beginning of meaningful work and a meaningful vocation for students, and perhaps the beginning of a real sense of wealth. In South Africa, the root word for work is the same root word for helpfulness, and the root word for wealth is the same root word for usefulness, helpfulness and usefulness. Wealth is not gathering sums of money in a bank account somewhere. Wealth instead is demonstrated by the usefulness of someone within the community. A day such as this is a time of celebrating and giving thanks for opportunities of helpfulness and of usefulness. It is to the Creator that some give thanks, others simply give thanks in a spirit of love one to the other. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Members of the board, honorary fellows and faculty of the university, families and friends of the graduands, and last but certainly not least, graduands. Welcome to the celebration of convocation at the University of Guelph. My name is Franco Vaccarino, and I have the honor of serving as the president and vice chancellor of this great university. And I'm privileged today to welcome you to convocation. I'd like to extend a particular welcome to this morning's special guest, Bonnie Brooks, who will be receiving an honorary degree, Doctor of Laws degree. She will be introduced to you formally in a moment, but congratulations, Bonnie. As we begin today's convocation ceremony, I do believe that a few additional congratulatory remarks are in order. First off, graduands, This is your big day. You've worked hard, you've persevered, and you've made it. Well done, well deserved. And before we go on, graduates, there are a group of individuals here who I'm sure you would agree deserve your special attention. Graduates, I invite you all to stand up, turn around, salute and applaud all those family members and friends who have supported you from the sidelines and throughout your time at Guelph. Please. Terrific. I love the view from here. This is great. In preparing this welcome, I reflected on the address I gave at my recent installation. For those of you who don't know, I began my role as president and vice chancellor here on August the 1st. So I'm a bit of the new guy at the university. And a couple of weeks ago, I had my installation, which was a very special event. And a central part of my message was about how this university has prepared you, our graduates, for this very moment and for the years that will follow. So let me share with you some of the thoughts I shared during that installation speech a few weeks ago. I'm an optimist by nature, and in many ways we are living through what might be remembered as one of the most exciting and important periods throughout history. The world today is marked by unprecedented dynamicity, incredible advances in life sciences and physical sciences, in information and communications technology, in the sheer volume of discovery and knowledge. And through all this change, advances in the social sciences, the arts, and the humanities test our belief systems. They challenge our constructs against new and evolving societal contexts. And by doing so, they offer new information that helps us adapt to our changing realities. We're also witnessing disciplines and subject matter that have been isolated, coming together in fresh and exciting ways, like music and computer technology, healthcare and robotic engineering, manufacturing and agriculture. The interconnectedness of our world today makes knowledge more accessible and abundant than ever. This is accelerating discovery and new learning faster than many of us can even keep up with. So what are the attributes? What are the attributes of humans that will allow us to thrive in such dynamic times? Well, they include the ability as individuals and as a university for us to adapt and to readapt in a healthy way to uncertainty and change. And by adaptation, I don't mean passive habituation. I'm referring to the act of very consciously and deliberately redefining ourselves based on what is going on around us. When faced with change, people adapt. Sometimes they adapt in healthy ways, and sometimes they adapt in less than healthy ways. The opportunity for you, our graduates, is to adapt to change in a healthy way, to undertake thoughtful analysis that will help uncover what I like to call the upside of uncertainty, the upside of change, that provides hope, provides inspiration and discovery. It's about taking uncertainty and change and turning it into something special. Within the context of today's world, an important part of our mission as a university has been to provide our students, you, our graduates, with an environment of broad perspectives and analysis and the opportunity for you to adapt in healthy ways to a changing world. And in pursuit of this healthy adaptation, we must also remember and work to preserve and to enhance what makes Guelph so unique: our integrity, our team and community spirit, characterized by the willingness to look out for our neighbors and to work together towards common goals, and demonstrated through our volunteer work across this beautiful city of Guelph and right around the world. How and what you choose to explore should be grounded in and guided by these timeless values that we've held for 150 years. Our university has worked hard to provide you with the tools to successfully adapt and navigate through the complexities and dynamics of modern society, and to provide you, our graduates, with hope and clarity. We have tried to help instill an ability to adapt and indeed to thrive within a more ambiguous and ever-changing environment. And we've built a physical environment that has supported your campus experience, a campus experience that has exposed you to meaningful learning, world-renowned breakthroughs, and personal growth. And through all this, we've also kept in mind that the University of Guelph provided you with a home away from home during a key transition in your own personal journeys, during a key period of transformation in your own development. In short, we believe that your university has provided you with an important environment, an environment that has enhanced your learning and incubated new ideas by facilitating meaningful human interaction and productive collaboration. The debate and discussion encouraged by university environments goes beyond technical skill. It is in this physical space that you have developed the analytical and soft skills that will serve you through each and every job you might have. What you have learned goes beyond teaching subject matter strictly and towards the process of learning, learning to learn, adaptation, leadership, and creativity. As successful graduates, many of you will blend knowledge, mixing and matching ideas from separate disciplines. Your time at Guelph has provided you with the creative and intellectual skills to apply that knowledge in innovative, energizing, and new and different ways. So as you enter this exciting next stage of your lives, I encourage you to draw on all of your University of Guelph experiences and to bring the very best you have to offer to each and every experience you encounter, to your life, to your personal relationships, and to your service to society. Thank you all for your hard work and all the good things that you have brought to the University of Guelph. Congratulations on reaching this wonderful milestone. Well done. Thank you.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate of the University of Guelph, it is my great privilege to present to you Bonnie Brooks for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Vice Chairman and former CEO and President of Hudson's Bay, Bonnie Brooks is an innovative force in the retail industry in Canada and throughout the world. Prior to joining the Bay, she spent 11 years in Asia with Lane Crawford, where her groundbreaking work brought international brands to China and saw stores open in 9 countries. Under Bonnie Brooks' leadership, the retail chain of Lane Crawford became one of the most respected and admiring shopping experiences on the planet. Her most noted leadership role, however, and challenge came about when she was offered the chance of heading up the Bay. Her vision, imagination, courage, and tenacity helped turn around and grow the flailing retail giant while competitors continue to flounder. Ms. Brooks has been designated among the 100 most creative people in business by Fast Company, and last month was recognized as one of the top 50 power people in Canada by Canadian Business Magazine. A patron of the arts, Bonnie Brooks is involved in numerous charity initiatives. Her work for the Canadian Olympic Foundation has been most notable, raising over $35 million for athletes through the Olympic Mitten Campaign. Ms. Brooks is also a diligent board member, serving on numerous boards, including RioCan, Empire Company, Sobeys, and she is the chair of the Board of Trustees of the Royal Ontario Museum. In 2011, she was recognized by the Volunteers of America, and she was recently appointed by Joe Oliver, the new Canadian Finance Minister, to serve on the Economic Advisory Council of Canada. Ms. Brooks demonstrates how passion, determination, and leadership can lead to inspirational success in business and philanthropy. I now ask you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, to confer upon Bonnie Brooks the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
By the authority of the Senate of the University of Guelph, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bonnie will now give the convocation address, please.
What a lovely moment for me. President Vaccarino, Dr. Desmarais, Dean Christensen Hughes, and Dr. Broggs, members of the Board of Governors, faculty, special guests, families, and of course, graduating students. I'm thrilled to be here today and want to thank President Vaccarino and the University of Guelph and the business school that I've come to know better recently, and one I'm so very proud to be part of today. I'm also proud of my own personal journey and to have the positions that I hold today at some of Canada's finest companies and institutions. If someone had told me just a few years ago that I would be on the board of Sobeys alongside some of the finest Canadian family members in retail from Nova Scotia, or that I would be the chairman of the Royal Ontario Museum, our largest and most important museum in Canada, in fact, one of the largest encyclopedic museums in the world, I would not have believed that possible. The CEO of the museum actually reports to the trustees, and I'm the chair of the trustees appointed by the Premier of Ontario to oversee the museum. Why me? I don't know anything about curating collections in a museum, but what I do know is how to build a team, how to set objectives, and how to turn the ideas and the vision for the museum's future into a plan that can be executed and turn that vision into reality. Aside from the museum being a surprise and a volunteer assignment, becoming the vice chairman of Hudson's Bay Company is something I would not have predicted for myself either. HBC was started by British royalty with a charter from King Charles II in 1670 and is one of the oldest continually operating companies in the entire world. Working with the team at HBC is not just an honor. I consider it a real privilege because businesses with legacies are unique. They have integrity and authenticity, and that's one of the key reasons I wanted to join Hudson's Bay. I love the heritage, and I saw the potential in its history for its future. Taking that history, that legacy, and making it relevant to today's customer is the challenge that we started a few years ago at HBC, and honestly, I think it will probably never, ever be finished. For me, the pride that comes from working with great Canadian companies is incomparable. So my wish would be that all of the adventurers in this room who have their future in front of them take pride in your work, do it with passion, practice integrity in every deal you make, every day, with everyone you meet. I'm also proud to be Canadian. Canadians are admired around the world, certainly more than many other nations. I experienced this firsthand while living as an expat in the UK and then in Asia for 11 years. I urge you to work in another country to gain a true appreciation for other cultures. And if you do, please remember that we have a great reputation and you must uphold it. And no matter what your role or what job you take, you have an opportunity every day to be a leader because leadership is how you act and what you do every day. I think many of you have learned here at the university to identify leaders. You've seen leaders emerge in your classes, in your teams. The leaders are the ones who demonstrated engagement in their classes and a real interest in learning and in making the most of their time here at this great institution. Working is exactly like going to school. It's tough, and you get out of it what you put into it. Engagement is the key to success, and it doesn't matter what job or role you take when you land a job, because any role provides the opportunity to be a leader. Robin Sharma is a Canadian who wrote a great book called The Leader Who Had No Title. We use that actual book, and Robin himself, who is a very successful motivator, helped us craft our culture shift at Hudson's Bay by using his simple teachings. And as a result of our work with Robin, We all at Hudson's Bay share the same title. My title is really Chief Adventurer, and it's a title that I share with hundreds of people in the company because our real name of our company, the official name of the company, is the Company of Adventurers Trading into Hudson's Bay, aka the Hudson's Bay Company. So we are all chief adventurers because in my company, leadership is everyone's opportunity and everyone's responsibility. So the premise is that anyone in any job at any level who interacts with others can be a leader. Everyone has the choice of making each interaction either a positive one or a negative one. And when we choose the experience to be positive, it can be magic. And magic has been a big part of my life and my career. I didn't know when I moved to Hong Kong in 1997 that it would be the month, in fact, October, this month, that the entire currency market in Asia would collapse, spinning the region into complete turmoil for years ahead, and that I would have to run a retail business in chaos. I didn't know that when I joined HBC in 2008 in September, that in October of that year, we would dive into the worst worldwide recession since the Great Depression of the 1930s, and that it would affect every move that I would make as the company's CEO. No, there is absolutely no way that you can know what is ahead of you, what will stand in your way, or be a significant barrier to your success, or may even thwart your endeavors entirely. But you can dream big and start small. I started small with a big dream. I didn't start out with the advantages that many of you have here today in this room. I started my career on the very bottom rung of the ladder. But maybe because of a little magic in my life, I have only ever applied for one job, my first job. And since that day, career move after career move have landed on my plate. I have never searched for new challenges. Those opportunities just appeared for me. Since a very early age, I love fashion. I decided to take any job I could get just to work in the fashion industry to learn about it. I chose the best store in Canada at that time, and when they advertised for a warehouse position, I was the first to line up. Before the internet, believe it or not, we actually lined up to apply for jobs. When I arrived at the company, the receptionist said, "Which job are you here for, the advertising assistant role or the warehouse?" I didn't know about the advertising job, but I quickly said, "Both." I said, "Can I apply for both?" And she led me to the advertising department, where I did finally get the job. But I waited hours to see the manager. During that time, one person in the department was on the floor wrapping signs in brown paper that were destined for stores for an upcoming sale event. So I got down and began wrapping signs. It seemed endless. There were dozens of piles, and finally the advertising manager came in, and seeing me already hard at work, she recognized right away that I was a team player and probably a good worker, and that no job would be beneath me because I'd already been working there for hours, literally on my hands and knees on the floor, and I wasn't even on the payroll. So I hope that you too are prepared to not just put in the expected or paid for time, but you have to put in the overtime and the weekends and whatever else it will take to get noticed and to be appreciated. With luck, you will work about 25 years. With great fortune, you may be able to work 40 years. And it will go by in a flash because you will absolutely get far more out of it than you ever imagined. It's really important to put in the hours and to remember that every job allows you to practice skills of engagement and enthusiasm and dedication. And those are the traits that will set you apart. I think it's also important to align your integrity with the company, to work for a company that shares your values and your goals, because your heart and your head need to be in sync, meaning your work has to be aligned with both your ego gratification and also your soul. It's been proven that women more than men don't stay in roles where their heart and their head are not both fulfilled. Women also are entering the workforce at an amazing time. I'm so thrilled to see so many female faces in the audience today. And we're cracking that so-called glass ceiling of companies in every field, from natural resources to manufacturing of cars, banking, technology. Areas that were formerly the domain of men only are now completely open to women. And we must ensure that this is the century that will witness women rising around the world in countries where they have been oppressed since the first millennium. It is unthinkable that in 2014, we live in a world where hundreds of young girls were abducted in Nigeria just a few months ago, and in a world where thousands of wives and daughters in Iraq were recently taken from their families, all of these women and girls taken to be sold or traded into sex slavery. We absolutely have a responsibility to make this the century for the abolishment of oppression of women and towards their empowerment around the world. Hillary Clinton said it best when she said, "Women are the unfinished business of the 20th century." So now, just before closing, I'd like to share one of my little life's lessons with you, and one I think you can benefit from if you practice it. One day while I was in Hong Kong, my boss, the owner of the Lane Crawford Group, which was the largest retail group in China and the Far East at that time, called me on the telephone and asked, he said, if he could convince his daughter to come back to Hong Kong, she had just graduated from Wellesley in Boston, could she shadow me for 6 months? And I said, sure. And then I hung up the phone thinking, what exactly does shadow mean? Wow. She'll be with me all the time. Well, it turned into many exciting and rewarding years of working together. And during the early years, we had the benefit of hiring the best strategists and coaches. And together we built a sort of a mini MBA for her, which put some of the processes that I've used all my life into a formal format. One thing we practiced regularly in this mentoring program was crafting a vision. Crafting the vision requires some dreaming. And over the years, my mantra for everything in my life has been this one line: if you can dream it, you can do it. Dreaming is the part of the work that I love the most. Crafting a vision means dreaming of the outcome. It's creating something in the future that will manifest in reaching the goals of the company. What do we want it to be? What will success look like? How will it feel? How will the company behave differently down the road in its future state? I love the creative visioning process because it requires us to be innovative and to stretch, to paint a picture of a castle in the sky that we're heading towards, that we can paint so clearly the management team will want it even more than we want it. And that team must be able to visualize it for themselves and their personal role in it. And your vision, your castle, needs to have some kind of competitive advantage. I often ask, what's the company's compelling competitive advantage when I join a board or attend a strategic meeting? And many CEOs and leaders actually can't articulate their company's competitive advantages because some don't have any. But like companies, individuals too need clarity of their mission and their vision. Believe me, I am living proof that you can make your dreams, your vision, happen. It's a little like magic. I wish you many years of magic making ahead, and if you practice and work at visualizing and planning your desired outcome, I guarantee you your dreams can come true. Thank you.
You're graduates in the College of Business and Economics. If you didn't find that inspiring, we did something wrong, okay? Thank you very much, Dr. Brooks, for, the piece that I got the most is the importance of everything. No job is too small. No act is irrelevant. Just follow your dream and work hard, and magic can happen. Thank you very much. So now, graduates, it is your time. Will the graduating class please rise? Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I hereby accept you for admission to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will members of the graduating class please be seated?
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Khalil Ullah Rohani. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Arts. Now, just before we begin, graduates, proud family, and friends of the graduates, I'm sure you are all excited, perhaps a little relieved, certainly happy to see your graduate walk across this stage and be greeted by the Vice Chancellor. And it is likely that you will want to express your emotions in some audible manner, perhaps a woo-hoo. This is fine. Please go ahead, but may we ask that the general audience please hold your collective applause until after the presentation of each of the groups of graduates, and I will signal you to do that. Jason Durado. Mohammed Kabir. Richard Warren McNeil. Brant Monroe. Takmila Maisha. Jin Zhu. Mi Tang. Man Ki Zan. Tan Yu Chao. Congratulations to our economics graduates. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Arts Leadership. Dorothy Jane Backer. Ingrid Berkeley Brown. Nadia Blackburn. Mary Brazier. Glenda Brown. David James Cordemanche. Tina Lorraine Fish. Christina Joanne Galecki. Julie Gilvasi. Sylvie Ann Gunther. Carol Hamp. Jennifer Hayslip. Lisa Henderson. Brenda Holdcamp. Noha Ibrahim. Kevin Kyle. Pamela Lloyd Newlove. Patricia Lynn McDonald. Mary Jill Malik. Lindsay Marie Markle. Andrew Rudyard McAllister. Joanne McCarthy. Melissa Dawn May. Aaron Osway. Marie-Ève Pepin. Laura Radke. So nice. Asifa Sarang. Brett Allen Shepard. Marnie Siciliano Tarzia. Cheryl Lynn Smith. Anne-Marie Tanous. Marie Michelle Temple. Veronica Ward. Leslie Whidden. Shelley Melinda White. Patricia Lynn Wright. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration. Jessica Sophia O. Congratulations. Is it Casey? Nicole Casey. Vanessa Dong Lam. Stephen John de Brabandier. Harini de Silva. Nice to see you. Please. Callie Dimitriopoulos. Rudolph Fischbacher. Anka Fowler Carroll. Corey Haskins. Wendy Martha Hogarth. Amit Jagadar. Congratulations. Tell me one more time. Anuj Miglani. Anuj Miglani. Congratulations. Well done. Sean Patrick Murdy. Sandra Jane O'Brien. Congrats. Raheem Pirani. It's Roel. Brian Andrew Roll. Nathan Stirk. Gordon Frederick Stock. William Sweet. Carmagna Trivedi. Cassia Noel Villeneuve. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Master of Science. Jennifer Elizabeth Alvarado. Justin McManus. Ran Young. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Business and Economics that he may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Program. Philip Young Mark. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you this scholar from the College of Business and Economics that he may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts General Program. Zachary Peter John Schnarr. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the College of Business and Economics that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors Program. Alexandra Lewis Ayhun. Abisola Akinwami. Mohammed Ali Al-Kayat with distinction. Laura Margaret Allen. Daphne Arizo Arana. Paige Belbeck. Shruti Bokil. Leah Marie Brown. James Anderson Calverley. Congratulations, Ryan John Campbell. Daryl Chen. Aaron Benjamin Cincinnatus. Congratulations. Miles Ivy Cook. Eric William Corus. Michael Coriali. Caitlin Amelia DeLandria. Mark DeLuca. Dylan Scott Dimitrov. Congratulations, well done. Got it. Vanessa Elizabeth Di Pasquale. Congratulations, well done. Is it Dort? Sarah Elizabeth Dort. Sumit Dubey. Congratulations, well done. Oh, Marco, is it Ellie? Ilya, right, thank you. Marco Ilya. Congratulations. Tell me again. Thank you. Rena Estefanos. Zoltan Ferenc. Patrick Franklin. Isabella Michelle Gallen. Congratulations, Christine, with distinction. Well done. Christine Gilbert with distinction. Congratulations. Yes, go ahead. James Norman Gray. Priska Medina Handrisville with distinction. Michael Jeffrey Helps. Congratulations, well done. Jeffrey Kelly. Congratulations, well done. Adam Levitt. Congratulations, well done. Joshua Makuto. Congratulations, Louis Mendez. Yasra Mohammed. Christy Newmeyer. Jordan Eric Palmer. Tell me again. Got it. Congratulations. Cyan Patel. Devin Peters. Devin Peters. Got it. Congratulations. Michael Randall Phillips. Congratulations. Okay, thank you. There you go. Vanessa Piachanta. Oh, got it. Okay, thanks, Lana. Congratulations. Please, God. Lana Prebeck. Ellis Neal Wraithby. Jagrup Kaur Ratia. Congratulations. Reichert. Brett William Reichert. Zachary Samuel Roher with distinction. Congratulations. Megan Rose. Congratulations. Yong Shen with distinction. Megan Elizabeth Sims. Congratulations. Well done. Jody Ann Simpson. Congratulations. Please go ahead. Victoria Elizabeth Taylor. Marina Lynn Terranova. Michael Taylor Tufnell. Christine Willem. Christina Vojuris. Congratulations. Young One with distinction. Congratulations. It's Wittig. Jackson James Wittig. Dandin Chow. Please join me in congratulating all of the graduates.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you these scholars from the School of Hospitality, Food, and Tourism Management that they may be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honors Program. Jennifer Christine Bach. with distinction. Mariah Rose Curry. Alexander Carmine DeCorso. Kaylee Jane Gomez. Emily Grace Humphreys. Paulina Jan. Nicole Andrea Stirk. Jianfeng Jing. Please join me. I'm sorry. Please join me in applauding these very fine scholars from Canada's leading hospitality program.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I would ask you to confer the various and several degrees on the graduates listed in the program, but unable to be present at this ceremony.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University of Guelph, I confer the various and several degrees in absentia on the graduates not present.
Well, graduates, you've done it. My name is Serge Desmarais. I'm the acting provost and vice president academic at the University of Guelph, and it is my pleasure to provide some final remarks to conclude today's ceremony. But I promise I will be very short. You just want to get out of here, take pictures, and have a party. I understand that. Today we came together to celebrate an important transition in your life, and it's easy to think of this as the end of a process, with the days of studying, exams, and assignments now over. But your process of learning did not begin here at Guelph, nor will it end when you exit the room, take lots of photos, and celebrate in the company of family and friends. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong learning process, during which the education you received at the University of Guelph, both inside and outside of class, will serve you well. We hope you have succeeded. We hope we have succeeded in opening your eyes to the complexity of life and to the multitude of perspectives based on culture, upbringing, and experience. We hope that we've given you a glimpse of a greater knowledge of the world around us, of how humans interact with each other, sometimes for good, other times for bad, of arts and science and history, of the importance of caring for those around us and the planet we live on, and of all those other things you have learned and researched and studied. Remember that the education you received here at the university provided you with opportunity and responsibility. On one hand, it allows you the capacity to take advantage of opportunities that serve your personal goals. And on the other hand, it highlights your responsibility to play an important role in civil society, whether local, national, or international. So I'd like to give you a challenge, and my challenge is I would like you to become active participants of the world around you. Don't just take picture of things, be part of it. The world needs you to resolve serious social issues. We need you to make informed decisions that can take into account the complexity of the global world. We definitely need you to apply your knowledge and energy and enthusiasm to address increasingly complex social issues. Of course, dealing with these important problems will not be easy, and many of us think that a single person's effort will not resolve the complexity of the world's problems. But if not you, if not us, then who? Your university education has provided you with critical skills to answer complex questions. It has provided you with ways to research, communicate, inform, and influence. So it's now up to you to put this knowledge to good use and to make your mark around the world around you. And when you make that mark, remember that the University of Guelph has become a small part of who you are, and that you've also become part of our collective history. Your association with the University of Guelph is lifelong, and know that you are always welcome to return, to visit, to learn more, to continue sharing in the vibrant community of learning that the university is. We are proud of your achievements, and on behalf of the entire University of Guelph, I offer you my personal congratulations and best wishes for an exciting and successful future. Congratulations. I just have a few extra words, and they're more in the procedural kind of way. So today we actually host 5 ceremonies. You're ceremony number 3, and we have 2 more. So as soon as as you have all departed from the hall, we will end up resetting for the next set of graduates who will come, who are now probably waiting anxiously to get in. So what we would like you to do is to depart through the doors on either sides of the stage after the platform party has left the stage, so that we can admit the guests for the next ceremony through the doors at the back. So we thank you in advance for your cooperation. One last thing. Following convocation, the college dean will host a reception for all graduates and their guests in Creelman Hall. This is an opportunity for you to, for us to congratulate the graduates, and we hope that you can arrange to attend. But also, after you've taken all the photos, and you should take many of them because this has been a very special day, so all the photos that you require, we would really appreciate it if the graduates would quickly return their gowns to the tent outside, which is directly behind War Memorial Hall, so that the next group of graduates can actually use them. So to finish, congratulations once again, and we are proud of your accomplishments, and I will leave the last few words to President Vaccarino.
Three words. Convocation is dismissed. Well done.